personal things. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't really care. Like I feel like Jacquees was and still is. He a great vibe for one.
Are you still with Dreezy?
Yeah, we still together.
Oh my God, I love that. Hello.
Yeah,
Congrats. Well, how long has it been?
like a year and a half, I think.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. Told you guys about the Jacquees and Dreezy situation. If you guys don't know about it, Jacquees is a rapper dating a young lady who they've recently broke up on social media. So we're going to talk about how breakups happen on social media and should this really be a thing that we do in the modern age of dating. Guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell button for notification of the uploads. We appreciate you. Stay locked, stay loaded. And if you're returnees, you got the minerals. You got the minerals. And don't forget, listen, send them back to the manufacturer. Grab your hoodie. And that's done. Alright, cool. Let's get into the video. So, just looking at the Jacquees and the Dreezy situation, I don't know anything about the relationship, but what I do know is what you've told me, which is on social media. Now, we're in an age where social media takes over relationships because many of us have a profile, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Instagram, Snapchat. There are so many different social media profiles that are out there. I've mentioned the main ones, right? And we are human beings who are socialistic and we like to socialize, okay? And some of the conversations that we were having in private, or I should say offline, are now finding itself online. Now, in a relationship or even a breakup, it's very important to understand that when previously we would vent our frustrations to people and vent our frustrations into a diary, for some of us, now we find that the diary is now social media and the friends have become the social media following. And I think this is where it becomes very, very tricky, especially in the new age of dating. Because once you put something out there on the online, there is no coming back. Okay, I want you to understand this, alright? So if any of you in a relationship right now and you're thinking about social media and thinking about how you might want to vent right now or feel or say something that would help you ease your frustrations towards a situation you have at the moment, I would carefully make sure you consider. Because once it's out there, there is no comeback. Whether you delete the tweet or delete the message or delete the status, be sure someone's probably screenshotted it, remembers it, and has logged it in either their mind, their computer, their phone, in some shape or form. Once it's out there, it cannot come back. And so when I'm looking at Jacquees and the Dreezy situation, I think there was a tweet by Jacquees saying, I'm single. You know, I remember the song Trina, I'm single again, and I don't... Okay, anyway. So, I remember, I saw the tweet there, and I said, that instantly does two things. As a male, and especially with his stature, does two things. Number one, that's a shot at your previous ex to say, listen, hey, I'm single. I do's what I want. But number two, also, that's a shot also outwardly to your followers that whoever wants to try can try now because I'm open to suggestions. Okay? And to your partner or your ex-partner, when they see that, what you're hoping for is pain. I'm sorry, like you are expecting this because you know when you put it out there, okay, whether they were showing care for you or not, you put it out there knowing that when you put it and time frames, okay, we understand time frame. When you put it out there, you let everybody know, okay, that you're up for grabs. Okay, and now sometimes we're really hoping that our ex-partner sees that and is hurt by the fact that you're trying to move on. Maybe it should help them cause them to make a reaction or to reach out to you and make them want you again all over again so they can regain some type of power. But the truth of the matter is, when he put that tweet out there, I'm single again, she actually did reply. And this is where it gets sticky. Because in the modern day relationships now, where previously things were offline, where someone might get at you, okay, now online, everybody can see the interaction. And so now your ex-partner has seen the interaction, has decided to reply. That was Dreezy, and this is what she said. She said, I'm gonna nigga trying to clout chase now, and I know, and I know I'm not. Oh God, my English is there. And basically saying, I'm not with all of that stuff. You're blocked. I'm single and I'm logging off. Go play with your ex under his tweet. I'm single. Now, I want to just kind of highlight something. Just that tweet alone What have you gathered about the situation? Let's break some things down here. Number one, she's called him a clout chaser. So there's an insult coming now. Whether it's true or not, she's labelled him as a clout chaser. Number two, she's saying she's not with that. So that's potentially a reason why they broke up. We're getting this as an audience. Number three, she said that you're blocked. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Number four, she's made herself single. Okay, and number five, she also said, listen, go play with your ex. So potentially something now with the ex situation, or potentially could be just saying that just as a, you know, like go play with the girls that you always wanted. You know those girls that are talking to you, go talk to those girls. You know how women are sometimes. All right, cool. So instantly we've got information that we would have never been afforded previously, right? Because you decided to put this on the net. Now, I can understand because I know people and I know how they can react, and I know how when we're in pain, we can say some things because we're just in pain. We want the pain to stop. And so we can say things that we think in a moment would help us alleviate the pain. Or at least let me see you in pain as much as I'm in pain, right? And so, you know, these breakups that happen, guys, listen, you don't want to do the net thing. Let me be very, and you know me, I like to keep it honest. Okay, you know, I broke up with my missus just a few weeks back or whatever, and it was like for a day or two, right? But I made a status, and part of me knew that I put in something there that no one else would have known about, so no one knew about. It wasn't really, it was an indirect, but not, you would never know, right? Because I don't speak about my relationship, and it wasn't about the relationship. It was about something that was said. So only she saw it and knew it was an indirect. So that just lets you know. People are always watching and they're going to know. Okay? People are always watching and they're going to know. You know what I mean? So you have to understand that whatever you put out there, okay, is going to cause a consequence, a reaction. And so, playing off from that, another tweet was obviously by Jacquees after. He said, he put on top of her tweet, quote tweeted it, go play with yourself. So now this is looking like a bickering, a back and forth, right? It's how it's going to look. And then she responded again by saying, by putting a picture of Jacquees calling her 5 times by call and by FaceTime. And she put, when you're blocked, so you run to Twitter and nobody gives a F, bro. And here's the thing. Look, if you didn't give a hoots, you wouldn't have replied. You see, so a lot of times these things, yes, you're getting back the person, but you're actually showing where you hurt too. You're showing that you're in pain as well. You're showing that you're affected by what you've seen. Do you know what I'm saying? And so Twitter, especially Twitter's one of those places where people can come and tell you their whole relationship status. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, the followers don't care about your happiness oftentimes. There's very few couples where I see them break up that the followers actually genuinely care about them, you know? And so, you know, if you really care for each other, this is not a place you want to be doing a boxing match. Offline. And the reason why is because the world doesn't need to know, because the world doesn't care. Okay? Your bad news is my good news of the morning. Your bad news is my good news of the morning. Do you know how many people are happy when they see your relationship flailing online? Because it makes them feel happier. Because their life is not going the way it needs to go. Right? It's like seeing the couple goals or relationship goals finally crumble. And you're like, yeah, finally crumble. Because to be honest, y'all were acting like you're super perfect. And I ain't got nobody. So it's a lesson to learn. I say, listen, if you are in a relationship, keep your stuff offline. There is no need to start telling us stories online. Because what you're doing is you're trying to almost get, I won't even say plaudits, encouragement. And maybe that's what you need. You need someone to encourage you, say, listen, you did the right thing, sis, or you did the right thing, big man. Do you know what I'm saying? You might need that. But listen, you don't need to do it on the net. Trust me. I know when it comes to people hurting you, how it is, okay? I got cheated on, and I know. I wanted to drop bars. You know, when I was young, and this is the thing. As you emotionally mature, as you mature in this time and this season, as you're growing as an adult, okay, you will start to realize, okay, that it's child's play to start putting your information, to put your information and what things are going through in your relationship on the net all the time. Because at the end of the day, they're not in your relationship. You must see, like, they're not in your relationship. And it shows a lack of emotional maturity to be able to control and put boundaries around yourself. And there's a scripture that says, a man who can't control, it's like he can't control the emotions. A man who can't control his emotions is like a wall that's broken. You know, a man who can't control his spirit is a man that has walls that are broken. It's like anything gets in, you know what I'm saying, and anything gets out because you are broken and you don't have filter and you don't have a boundary. So, guys, Jacquees and you know, the Dreezy situation is their own business, right? But we now know it. And I think it's a lesson to learn for all of us in relationships. Don't plaster your information upon the net because we won't care. Your bad news is somebody's good news. Do you know what I'm saying? And so I'll say it again. Be slow to speak. Be slow to anger. You understand? And don't let the anger go down on your son. I appreciate you guys still up to a little bit. Wish you enjoy the rest of the day. More love.